My name is Kendall Garner, and I teach at Apollo Elementary in Bossier Parish. As an educator, I am most passionate about special education and ensuring that every student feels successful despite their challenges. Today I'll be working with a group of first grade students using the American Reading Company ARC curriculum. We will work on a 1G Toolkit lesson that focuses on mastering power words. Students are trying to recall those power words with flash speed as well as use those words within context. In today's lesson, students will review words that have previously been introduced and practice using those words correctly in context using a closed passage. We will also practice guided reading to allow students to feel confident in their word attack skills and touch on skills that guide students to slow down, reread, and strengthen their comprehension while they read a new story. In order to prepare for this lesson, students are assessed and grouped using the Independent Reading Level Assessment to provide data to guide our instruction. Students work within their color band to work on a specific targeted skill to strengthen their independence, confidence, and proficiency in reading. Each student is monitored throughout the small group lessons as well as assessed individually to change their power goal. The students in this group are currently working on the mastery of their first 60 power words as well as comprehension of a 1G book in order to move up to their next level. Other than frequently monitoring and assessing, I used the 1G Toolkit lesson provided by the American Reading Company. The lessons are scripted, but I've added some flair to make it a little more festive and pique interest in our review games. The mastery of power words is a vital part of students being able to read independently. By practicing word identification as well as understanding the word within context, students can master the process of reading fluently and comprehending any text that they encounter. The students in this group are first graders that are functioning below current expected grade level. The subgroups include students that are both regular and special education students. My favorite part of teaching as an inclusion teacher is that I get to work with all students. In this way, every student is my student. I enjoy watching the students work together and grow from my leadership as well as the guidance of their peers. This lesson is already leveled to provide access to materials on an individualized level due to the frequent monitoring and adjustment of the students' progress toward their power goal. Enjoy the lesson. Okay, good morning guys. We are going to work today on another 1G Toolkit lesson. Yesterday we practiced our power words, so we're going to start by reviewing those. And then I'm going to give you 5 new power words today. Okay, just like we've done before, we're going to practice going over all of these power words and using them in context. So let's look at the board and let's see if you remember these words. Ready? A. Good. This. R. Good. And say that one. N. Awesome job. I'm going to give us 5 new words today. I'm going to say it and then you're going to say it. Ready? Our first new word is on. On. Let's skywrite a finger in there. Ready? O-N. On. Good job. Let's get our next one. Two. Now skywrite it. Ready? T-O. Very good. Let's do another one. I love that you like skywriting. Ready? This word is and. And. Be careful, it's not and. It's and. There's not a d at the end, so be careful. Remember, we gotta make all the sounds that are in there. So and. And. Ready? Skywrite it. A-N. And. Your pencil, we're going to try to write just those 5 new words from memory. I know we just learned them, but you got this. Let's start with an easy one. Let's do on. On. See if you can write that from memory. On. Good, William. Awesome job. Like that? Good, almost.
Bunny. I'm gonna run.
Be very careful. What sound do you hear first? Ah, ah, mm. To hear first or ah first? Ah, ah. So try again. Very good. Okay, our next word is an. 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 Does it have a D in it? Do you hear the D, Brielle? Ready? I'm going to say it again. An. It's kind of hard to hear those sounds behind our masks, but an. Awesome. An. Good. Be careful with your A for me. When we write an A, it's a circle. And then our line is on this side of the head. We know the circle. So see how yours goes this way? Mine goes that way. Remember, whoever says our power word the fastest with flash speed wins it. Yesterday our winner was Caitlin. So let's see who can beat Caitlin today, okay? Are you ready? If it's not your turn, what should you be doing? Looking and listening to see if you think they won. Help me judge. You ready? Let's start back here with the boys. On your mark. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Michael won that one. Okay. Let's see now with my girls. I'm going to lay it between two of you, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think we're all on that one. Okay. We're going to come back to it. Ready? Let's see. Tricky. It's their turn. This time it's going to be your turn right here, okay? Because it's going to go between you two. So Brielle, not yours. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that might have been a tie. Let's try again. On. We are going to read a new book today. Yesterday, we read the book, I Love Basketball. Okay? So today, we're going to read a new 1G book. And it shows our new words. Okay? So we're going to practice reading them by ourselves. Today's story is called I Love to Sleep. So let's see. You read that one on your tablet, you think? In our art bookshop? Well, good. You can show me how to read it. Okay, so let's look. Open your book. Miss Garner's going to walk around the conference. I want to see you read the best you can.
I sleep on my bed. I sleep on the...
What do you think he's sleeping on? His book?
Couch. I sleep
bed. Very good. Keep going. Okay. Look at this floor. What is he sleeping on right now? The floor. Floor. Very good. Try to say. Start at the beginning for me and read for me.
I read it 2 times.
Awesome. Read it one more time. I'm coming to look with you.
On my bed.
Very good. Go on.
I sleep on the bed couch. I sleep on the
Blah. What is that? It's blah. Use your picture. Your work. Use your picture. Blanket. Y'all are doing a great job reading this. Very good. Oh, class. Close your books for me. Y'all did an excellent job reading that book, and I know several of you read it more than once. So awesome. Let's look at some of the pictures in this book and some of the words in this book, because I want us to do some comprehension practice. Do you remember what we said yesterday comprehension means? what we think after we read the book. Very good. So let's see what we think after we read the book. Where is Dog's favorite place to sleep?
Is it bed?
Raise your hand. Micah?
With his family.
How did you know?
Because he said I like to sleep with my family.
Very good. Can you show me that page in the book?
He said I love.
I love that Oliver just added on to what Micah said. So he said that on his page, he noticed instead of saying like, it says what, Oliver?
Love.
Love. And love means a little bit more like than just like, right? I love to sleep with my family. And that word love tells me he likes it a little more. In one sentence, I want you to tell me what this book was about. Okay, Caitlin?
I love to sleep.
Okay, very good. Lillian?
His family is sleeping together.
Okay. Micah?
He was sleeping everywhere.
He was sleeping all different places, right? Bria? And then on my clipboard, I have a story, and it has some blanks in there. We're going to read it together, and then you're going to see where your word makes sense in that story that I have, okay? It's kind of like our story we just read. It's kind of like a morning message, right? Because it says, Dear Reader. Who's the reader?
Me.
You are. So, dear reader, I love blank sleep.
I love
Raise
to
your hand if you think you have a word that could fit in this blank. Micah, what word do you have?
Two.
I love to sleep. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up if you agree with him. Come on up, Micah. Come put your two in that blank. Awesome. Yeah, push it on there. I sleep blank my bed. Who has a power word that could work in that sentence?
Like.
Let's try Brielle. Brielle thinks like. I sleep like my bed?
No.
Not that one. We'll hold yours for a little longer. Oliver, what word do you have? I sleep on my bed. I sleep blank the chair. Somebody have a word that could go in that blank? Caitlin, what do you have? What word do you have? In. I sleep in the chair. You can kind of switch those two out and they would both make sense. I sleep in my bed. I sleep on the chair because the dog sleeps on top of its bed, on top of the chair, in the bed. Okay? Good, Caitlin. I sleep blank my family. Lillian? With my family. Of dog. Let's read this together. Ready? Dear reader, I love to sleep. I sleep on my bed. I sleep in the chair. I sleep with my family. Where do you like to sleep? Love dog. Very good. Now in tomorrow's lesson, you are going to pick something that you like to do, and you're going to write a book for me, a story. You're going to become an author, and you're going to write a book using our power words that you know about something that you love to do or you like to do. So when you go home tonight, I want you to think about something you like to do so that you have it in your mind when we come in tomorrow, okay? Very good, guys. Awesome job today. Elbows. The lesson objectives today were definitely met. The students were able to recognize, recall, and use those power words within context, and they really enjoyed the fluency game. We will continue to add new power words to their vocabulary and increase their fluency and mastery of those power words. In our next lesson, students will practice writing their own story about something that they like to do using words that we've previously introduced. If I were to change something a little bit today, I would have liked to have a form or a checklist so that I could mark which words the students struggled with as they encountered them in the text. Also, I think I'd adjust the format of our fluency review game so that all students could be incorporated at the same time. In the upcoming lessons, we'll continue to introduce additional power words and immerse students in a variety of texts to challenge them on what they've read and what they comprehend. Each lesson, we pause and think through what we've read so students can master not only reading it fluently, but understanding exactly what they should get out of that text. Students will also learn how to take all of these mastered power words and link them together to create trains of words and use those to write stronger sentences. By the end of 1G level, students will be able to identify at least 60 power words at flash speed and read and comprehend a 1G book with ease.